they've been dead for a year. Catherine returned to Rockwell Station, but the train that arrived wasn't meant for Dead Night Station. Genre: horror, suspense, shadows, sleep, ghost train. Set: Rockwell Railway Station, USA. Theme: sleep, love, shadows, death, and a one-way train. Episode 1: Don't Come Back. Catherine returned to Rockwell Station after 35 years. In her hand was a letter. It was from Jack, her first love, but Jack had died last year. Meet me where we first met. Dead night, same bench. I'll be waiting. The station was supposed to be closed for decades. Still, the gates creaked open, like something was waiting. Wind stopped, lights flickered, and someone whispered near her ear, "You shouldn't have come back." Episode 2: The Ones Who Stayed. Inside the abandoned waiting room, everything looked frozen in time. Dust on seats, spider webs on windows, and yet, freshly printed posters hung on the wall. Dead night, leave or be taken. Suddenly, Catherine heard footsteps, but the hall was empty. Then a voice. "You promised you'd return." Her heart froze. It was Jack's voice. Episode 3: Platform 9. Catherine walked to Platform 9. There he was, sitting on the same bench. Jack. He looked the same. Not aged, not decayed. "Jack," she whispered. He looked up, blood streaming from his eyes. "I never left, Kathy. Dead night took me." Before she could react, his face twisted into something inhuman. Episode 4: The Train That Doesn't Exist. A deep, eerie whistle echoed. A train light appeared in the fog, but there were no tracks, no engine sound. Still, the ghostly black train pulled into the platform. No number, no destination. The doors slid open. Inside, darkness and moving shadows. The same whisper echoed from within. Boarding for the forgotten ... Episode 5: Passengers of the Past. Inside the train, every seat held a photo. Each one was a missing person. Some young, some old, all lost in the last 50 years. One photo was Catherine's, taken that very night. "Who did this?" she screamed. A child's voice answered from nowhere. "Dead night collects those who return. It's always been that way." Episode 6: Do Not Fall Asleep. Catherine tried to leave, but the doors were gone. Windows showed endless black. Then the air changed. It smelled like soil and death. A voice, old and cold, whispered, "Sleep now, and your soul will stay." Suddenly, dozens of passengers opened their eyes, but they had no pupils. They weren't dead. They were stuck in sleep. Episode 7: The Sleepers. She ran through the train, each carriage worse than the last. A man banging his head against the wall. A woman screaming in reverse. Priest holding a Bible that bled from the pages. At the final car, she saw Jack again, this time chained to the seat. "You weren't supposed to come," he cried. "They'll never let you leave now." Episode 8: The Tunnel with No End. The train entered a tunnel so black it swallowed light, and then silence. Catherine looked around. Everyone was asleep, eyes open, unmoving. She heard a voice from the ceiling. "This is not a dream. This is death waiting." She clawed at the wall, screaming. Blood oozed from the cracks. Episode 9: One More Ride. A shadowy conductor entered. His face was a skull made of glass, filled with smoke. He pointed at her. "Only the willing may leave." Catherine shouted, "I never wanted this." But the train replied with a whisper through the speakers. "But you returned, and Dead Night never forgets." Episode 10: One-Way Ticket. The next morning, a janitor found a woman sitting on the rusted bench at Platform 9. Eyes open, pale, frozen. She wasn't breathing. In her lap, a photo of her and Jack from 1986. And a handwritten note. "Next Dead Night, will you return to?" Locals now say every year on that same night, the train comes back, looking for one more passenger.